Hi, through this example sum, we will learn the treatment of investment fluctuation reserve. Now, the investment fluctuation reserve is created to serve as a buffer for any fall in the market value of investments. Where there is no change in the market value of investments, or there is an increase in the market value of investments, such reserve is not necessary and therefore will be distributed among the existing partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Whereas where there is a fall in the market value of investment, to the extent necessary, the reserve will be utilized and balance reserve, if any, will be distributed among the partners in old profit sharing ratio. So let's understand this by means of this example sum. Example sum: X, Y, and Z are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 4:3:2. With effect from 1st April 2019, they decided to share future profits and losses in the ratio of 2:3:4. The following is the extract of the balance sheet of the firm as at 31st March 2019. So in this balance sheet, we have the investments at rupees 2 lakh, and there's a reserve on the liability side, investment fluctuation reserve, for an amount of rupees 18,000. We are asked to show the accounting treatment under the following alternative cases. 5 cases are given to us, and we are asked to show the accounting treatment under each of these 5 cases. So let's begin with the solution. Journal. Date. Particulars. LF number. Debit rupees. And credit rupees. The first case says there is no information. So when there is no information given, we assume that there is no change in the market value of investments and that the market value of investments remains as 2 lakh. And since the reserve is not essential, we will distribute the investment fluctuation reserve of 18,000 among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio 4:3:2. So let's do that. Case 1. Date 1st April 2019. Investment fluctuation reserve account debit to X capital account to Y capital account to Z capital account. The amount of the reserve is rupees 18,000. This needs to be distributed in 4:3:2. On dividing 18,000 in 4:3:2, we get for X 8,000, for Y rupees 6,000, and for Z 4,000 rupees. Narration being investment fluctuation reserve distributed amongst partners in old profit sharing ratio. So this is a treatment for case 1. And as far as the reconstituted balance sheet is concerned, the investments will continue to appear on the asset side at rupees 2 lakh, whereas the investment fluctuation reserve will no longer appear on the liability side of the reconstituted balance sheet because the same has already been distributed among the partners. Let's go to case 2. Case 2. Case 2 says when the market value of investments is rupees 2 lakh. So the answer for case 2 is the same as case 1, where there is no information and we assume that there was no change in the market value of investments. So we need to distribute the investment fluctuation reserve of 18,000 among the partners in 4:3:2. I'm writing the answer as same answer as case 1. So again in case 2, investments will come in the reconstituted balance sheet and the asset side as 2 lakh and investment fluctuation reserve will not appear in the balance sheet at all. Next, let's go to case 3. Case 3. Case 3 says that the market value of investments is rupees 1,91,000. So now there's a fall in the market value of investments. The fall is, when we compare it with 2 lakh, the decrease in market value of investments is rupees 9,000. So the date 1st April 2019, investment fluctuation reserve, account debit, amount is 18,000, amount of reserve, to investments account. Now investment is an asset having a debit balance. By crediting the investment account, I am reducing the value of investments and I need to reduce the value by 9,000, which is rupees 2 lakh, which is what is shown in the balance sheet, minus the market value, which is 1,91,000. So I need to reduce the value of my investments by 9,000 rupees. There is still 9,000 rupees left in the investment fluctuation reserve, and that I will distribute among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So to X's capital account, to Y's capital account, and to Z's capital account. The balance 9,000 will be distributed in 4:3:2. So 4,000 for X, 3,000 for Y, and 2,000 for Z, being value of investments reduced and balance investment fluctuation reserve distributed amongst partners in old profit sharing ratio. So now in the reconstituted balance sheet, the value of the investments which will appear on the asset side of the balance sheet is 1,91,000. And there won't be any investment fluctuation reserve in the liability side of the balance sheet. Let's go to case 4. Case 4. Case 4 says that the market value of investments is rupees 2,18,000. So now there is an increase in the market value of investments. So we'll increase the value of investments by crediting the revaluation account. And since the reserve is not necessary, we will distribute it amongst the partners. So first let's distribute the investment fluctuation reserve. The date 1st April 2019. Investment fluctuation reserve account debit to X capital account to Y capital account and to Z's capital account. Amount of the reserve 18,000, distributed in 4:3:2. X gets 8,000, Y gets 6,000 and Z gets 4,000 rupees. Narration being investment fluctuation reserve distributed. So we've dealt with the reserve. Now we need to increase value of the investments by 18,000. So same date, to increase an asset, we'll have to debit the asset again. So I'm debiting investments account, debit with 18,000 to revaluation account. $18,000 being increase in value of investments. Now since we've credited the revaluation account, there is a gain on revaluation which needs to be transferred to X, Y and Z in their old profit sharing ratio. So we'll do that. Revaluation account debit to X capital account to Y capital account to Z capital account. So the amount of gain is 18,000. This will be distributed in 4:3:2. So X gets 8,000, Y gets 6,000 and Z gets 4,000. Being gain on revaluation transferred to partners capital accounts in OPSR. So this is the answer to the case 4 over here, 2,18,000 rupees market value of investments. So since the reserve was not necessary, we distributed it among X, Y and Z in 4:3:2. we increase the value of the investments by 18,000 by crediting it to the reval account, and resultant gain on revaluation was transferred again to the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So in this case, investments will appear in the balance sheet on the asset side as rupees 2,18,000, and as usual there will not be any investment fluctuation reserve in the liability side of the balance sheet. Let's go to case 5. Case 5. Case 5 says when the market value of investments is rupees 1,73,000. So that there's a decrease in the market value of investments, and the amount of decrease is what is shown in the balance sheet, 2 lakh minus 1,73,000, which is 27,000 rupees. So the decrease in investments value is rupees 27,000. So we have a reserve of 18,000, and there's remaining 9,000 for which we need to reduce the value of investments. So to reduce the value of an asset, we will debit the revaluation account, and in this case we will debit the revaluation account with the amount of rupees 9,000. So the date is 1st April 2019. Investment fluctuation reserve. Account debit. Revaluation account debit. We'll utilize the reserve of 18,000 rupees. We will debit revaluation with the balance of 9,000 and reduce the value of investments by crediting investments with the amount of 27,000 rupees, being investments value decreased. Now that we've debited the revaluation account with 9,000, we are left with a loss on revaluation account of this amount of 9,000, which we need to transfer to the partners' capital accounts in their old profit sharing ratio, which is 4:3:2. So the journal entry for that is X capital account debit, Y capital account debit, Z capital account debit, to revaluation account, the amount of loss rupees 9,000, which is divided in 4:3:2. So X is debited with rupees 4,000, Y is debited with rupees 3,000, and Z is debited with rupees 2,000, being loss on revaluation transferred to partners' capital accounts in old profit sharing ratio. So since the decrease in the value of investments is greater than the amount of the reserve, we debited the difference to revaluation account, and the resultant loss on revaluation was transferred to partners' capital accounts in their old profit sharing ratio. So under this case 5, investments will be shown as an asset in the reconstituted balance sheet at a value of rupees 1,73,000, and again reserve will not appear in the liability side of the reconstituted balance sheet. So through this example sum, we learned how to treat investment fluctuation reserve under the various cases where there was no change in the market value of investments, where there was an increase, where there was a decrease, etc.